Welcome back to Terrified the Pain. I'm David. Let's get ready to rumble! Okay. In this corner, former WWE star and cameo appearance in Home Alone 2, Donald Trump, the purported 45th and purported 47th President of the United States, versus Elon Musk. Good God. So, recapping from the video that I just posted up, Trump and Elon seem to be having a kind of an ego tug of war going on. Now, entertainment purposes only. Pure speculation. No, it's not. Elon Musk spent over $250 million to get Trump and Republicans elected. From Elon's point of view, it sure appears he is exhibiting the traits of somebody who's acting like he purchased the government and now, like he's bought out a company, and now he's going in there and making all the changes that he wants to make because it's now his company. In this case, the company is called the Government of the United States. Donald Trump is, again, purported to be the winner of the election and would be the president-elect, which should be the most powerful position in the world, except when you've got Elon Musk running around acting like he owns the joint. In Congress, they have to decide who they're more scared of, because this is not a loyalty thing. Loyalty requires backbone. These guys are spineless jellyfish, so it's who are they more scared of, Donald Trump or Elon Musk? Now, what's wild about this is that both of these guys are cult leaders. Trump is the leader of the cult of MAGA, and Elon Musk is the cult leader of what are referred to as the Tesla fanboys. And, often there's a lot of overlap between being a cult member for Trump and being a cult member for Elon, because they overlap in their values and such. But cult leaders are cult leaders, and their followers are fanatics. They can be friendly towards the other ones, but you can't be a member of the MAGA cult and a Tesla fanboy cult. You have to choose, because at some point, these leaders are going to square off against each other. It's inevitable. They both think that they're the biggest gorilla in the room, and they should be the gorilla in charge. And right now, you're starting to see that happening. Elon Musk has been running around, again, doing stuff in the government that, as a private citizen, he has no business doing. And it's caused people to say, what, is Musk the acting president, Donald Trump's the vice president, and where the hell is J.D. Vance? And you're probably asking yourself that too. Vance has been really quiet. So Democrats have been when Elon is overstepping himself and is out of his lane, the Democrats refer to him as President Musk, and they refer to Trump as Vice President Trump. Now, again, this is something that's going to get under Donald Trump's skin like that. Because unlike what Dr. Phil was trying to tell him, Donald Trump is the most thin-skinned person in the world. And the last thing he needs to hear is that Elon is up here and Donald's down here. That's not Donald's world. Donald's up here and Elon's down here. So with this budget battle making Mike Johnson's life incredibly difficult, you've got on one side Elon Musk saying, I want all these things cut out, and if you don't cut them out, then we're going to primary you in 2 years, versus Trump, who's like, oh, yeah, I agree. And then it's like, oh, crap, Elon's getting ahead of me here. So when the Republicans came up with anything that looked like a new bill, Donald Trump immediately took credit for it to purportedly set himself apart from Elon. Elon and Donald don't talk and agree on things. They're not a unified front. They are now friendly adversaries. But I think the friendly part's going to start going away pretty soon, because if Elon wins this, that's going to piss Donald Trump off a ton. So expect Trump to really push hard to get this victory because he needs it to push Elon back in his place. Musk is going to look around saying, I paid $250 million plus for this government. I'm going to run it the way I want, and I don't want you getting in the way of that. I have a kitten coming here to visit me because she's hungry. Elle, come here, baby. Yeah. Show everybody how gorgeous you are. Here she is. Purr for the mic. Yeah. Okay, now you can come down. Mommy will go get your foods. So, this is the first test between the two of them. In my last reading, it looks like Mike Johnson is going to side with Trump, which means he's going to be on the outs with Elon. Looking at this budget thing, how is Trump feeling about Elon Musk right now? Or let's look at the dynamic between Trump and Elon Musk, shall we? As this budget thing is showing, what's the dynamic between these two cult leaders? Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. They're stuck with each other. And there can only be one. The problem is there can only be one leader. And Trump is stuck with Musk because it was Musk's money that got him in there. And Musk is stuck with Trump because Trump has the title. They can't get rid of the other person. Trump can more easily get rid of Musk than Musk can get rid of Trump. But Trump without Musk isn't a very powerful Trump. And this is vying for, what's crossing is the government. This is vying for who's going to be in control of the government. Meanwhile, the rest of us are being held hostage because these two cult leaders are fighting it out. And the rest of us can't do anything about it because the Republicans have a slim majority and they're spineless. Underneath is the Page of Pentacles. This budget is the first thing. It's about money and messaging of values. They are not a unified message. In the past, you got the Tower card. Everything comes crashing down. I think this, in some ways, this is summarizing the best days between Trump and Elon Musk are behind him. This is now adversarial time. That the house of cards that they had built together, hello, sweetheart. The house of cards they built together has tumbled down. And now what you got are two cult of personality members. Current situation is the Empress. Now it's now what you're doing is you're vying for influence over the congressional folks as well as the general public. You're not going to win the Democrats. It's just not going to happen. So it's over the people who vote, whether they are MAGA who support Donald Trump or the Tesla fanboys who could be of any political persuasion, but likely are more Republican at this point. And who's going to be the one that takes care of them? But both of these guys are entitled prima donnas. That's the low energy of this. And that's how I'm going to take it, is that they're both entitled prima donnas that we're stuck with. And overarching energy is the Four of Wands. You have a new Congress coming in. You can only have one leader. Or, here we go. Bring them in. There's not enough room in this tent for both of them. The lesson to be learned is the Four of Swords. One of them needs to back down and be quiet, be the silent partner. Elon Musk might be the better one for doing that because Donald Trump isn't capable. Elon Musk is probably capable. Donald Trump is not. But it could be that we're looking at their energy between these two guys. They're both entitled. They both want their cults want them both to win. There's going to be, they're not going to be meditative and contemplative. Things might go quiet for a while. I'm kind of curious what that's all about. And then the outcome is the Three of Wands. Waiting for plans to come to fruition. They're coming to fruition here. It's almost like there's a regression that happens between their relationships. that takes them from what should be their crossing the finish line victorious together to backtracking and rethinking their plans to what's going on. And again, the budget starts this. All right, let me go figure out what her food situation is because she keeps jumping up and jumping on my leg, and I'll be right back. Crisis averted. The cat has been fed. Apparently, she did have food up here, but Nico ate all of it, so there's no food left. So now she has food. Trump and Elon both, I don't think of Elon as being a consensus builder. He's a divider too. And that's why they can't have a beautiful symbiotic relationship with each other, because frankly they're both parasites. And unfortunately right now the United States is the host organism, and these parasites want to suck it dry as much as they can. All right. What does Donald Trump think of Elon Musk? Especially when he hears President Elon Musk and Vice President Trump. What goes through Trump's mind when he has that? Is he happy for Elon? Is he ready to stick the daggers in there? Let's do a four-carder. I think he's finding less and less use for Elon. Like he's been helpful. Remember, Trump is transactional, and when the transactions go from really benefiting Trump to not benefiting him so much, then things start getting difficult. I think Elon, in Trump's mind, is still useful, but he's on the decline. He doesn't like what Elon's doing. As a generally speaking, he probably doesn't like Elon as a person. Not his cup of tea. But he needed him to get in, so Trump is transactional. There we go. Foundation underneath the main card, underneath this one, the devil card. Because there can only be one archdevil on this plane of hell, and it's going to be Donald Trump. Elon is not allowed to be in charge. This is Trump's domain. This is his plane of hell. And he wants to rule the government. Oh, how interesting. Because this card came up before. I mentioned both of these guys are lazy, entitled, self-serving, just not good people. These are not people who think of the welfares of others. They're too much sociopaths narcissists to be able to do something like that. So it's just whatever's benefits them. And the thing is, Elon's just like Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump is still in the transactional period, but make no mistake about it, Elon's not his cup of tea, but Elon helped him get him in there. But Donald Trump, underneath it all, is going to be, he's going to be the archdevil on his plane of hell. That's just the way it is. If Donald Trump goes to SpaceX, Elon gets to be the king of the domain over there. It's when you're in Mar-a-Lago, that's Trump's domain. Trump gets to be in charge, and Trump is looking at the federal government as his domain because he's the president, hence de facto king. Therefore, he gets to do whatever he wants. The problem is that Elon's got the attitude that I bought this, so you're the figurehead king. I'm the de facto grand vizier pulling all the strings and calling all the shots in the background. You just do what I tell you to and everything will be fine. What does Elon Musk think of Donald Trump? Where's Melania in all this? What does Elon think of Donald? A poor excuse. Donald Trump, Elon Musk views himself as platinum and Donald Trump is pewter. He's fake platinum. He's poor, he's dumb, he's sick. He looks down on Trump. Yeah, and it's it's in a way, Elon Musk is everything Donald Trump pretends to be. Elon Musk is like one of the top 3, if not the wealthiest person in the world. You don't know how much money Vladimir Putin has, so it's hard to say that. And I would think that some of the Saudis have to have more money than Elon, but you get the idea. Bezos is up there. That's Elon's got the cult following just like Trump, but Elon's got all this money. Donald Trump got a couple $1 billion from Truth Social, and that's pretty much his net worth at this point. Elon's net worth is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Donald Trump is just a drop in the bucket. I think, again, don't underestimate Donald Trump's ego, seeing that Elon has everything that Donald Trump pretends he has. Donald Trump is pewter. Elon Musk is platinum, as far as that goes. Fake pewter. King of Cups, he looks at Donald Trump. He can't control his emotions. He's not analytical. He's just emotionally driven. And I tend to think of Elon Musk as being more analytical. Again, he presents as like this autistic or this person on the spectrum with no ability to read social cues. That type of thing. Trump is also he's just like a headache you have to deal with. He's a means to an end. I don't think Musk wouldn't toss him out. It's just, I think Donald Trump is draining to him because Donald Trump doesn't focus. I think Elon Musk is probably really good at focusing on something, like being hyper-focused. But then when he loses his interest, he goes to something else. Donald Trump loses interest just as fast. They both loses his interest as fast as Elon Musk. They both have like ADHD on the same level. The difference is that Musk can hyper-focus on it, where Trump can only hyper-focus on himself. Where Elon Musk can hyper-focus on the task until the task doesn't interest him anymore, and then he'll leave it. But I think he just finds Trump tiresome and just a headache. Trump just does stuff that makes Elon Musk go, what the hell are you doing? Again, because Elon Musk is all in his head. He doesn't have the emotions. Trump's got a lot more emotions on it. And you just never, with Trump, you just never know what you're going to get next. So in some ways, he drives Musk nuts because he's mercurial like Musk. But Musk can't necessarily predict where Trump's mercurial nature is going to take him because Musk doesn't have the emotional intelligence to predict that. Underneath all the Seven of Wands, they're fighting. It's funny, they're fighting for the same cause. They just don't like each other that much. They're business partners, but as the Empress was showing, they're both lazy. They want the other person to do more of the lifting. In other words, they want to be the idea guy as opposed to the getting it done through the nuts and bolts guy. They both like to put their name on the outside of buildings and claim victory and claim credit for what happens. They both want to be the showman that shows off the things. Like, Elon with the Cybertruck going up there saying the windows are bulletproof, and he throws a baseball at it and promptly shatters the bulletproof window, demonstrating that it's not really bulletproof. And Elon Musk, he can just look at that and just kind of like shrug it off, like, oh, pah. Now, where the rest of us would be deathly embarrassed, he's like, oh, well, that didn't work, did it? And then they'd make damn sure that doesn't happen again, type of thing. But the Cybertruck's been a disaster. But it's Elon Musk's baby. That's 5 years late. This is going to be like Trump's health plan. It's overpromised, underdelivered, comes way too late, and breaks down every chance you can get and lops off fingers when the hood goes down. Filled with sharp corners and just not ready for prime time. Concepts of a plan. Okay, so now we know kind of how they feel about each other. Trump's transactional. Musk just looks at him like, oh God, you're just a drain. Will they lead to open hostility between the two of them? Or is that what the Four of Swords is that they need to take a break from each other? Well, I should say, let's do it this way. What's next for Trump and Musk? Are they going to fight? Are they going to take a break? What's going to happen between these two cult leaders, alpha gorilla type entities here? Page of Cups, cult leaders. The cults will decide. This is Donald Trump's cult. This is Elon Musk's cult. Their cult, the cults will still love their guys. Their guys are number one. That's more of an Elon Musk card. I think Elon Musk is going to gain in popularity here. What's next for them? And there's Trump underneath it. I got both of them. It's up for the cults to decide. Now, they like Elon Musk. Again, MAGA folks like Elon Musk, but MAGA folks belong to Trump. Tesla fanboys like Elon Musk, but they don't. They like Trump, but they belong to Elon Musk. So you're just going to have these two, and this is these Elon and Trump sitting there with their cults behind them. It's almost as if, well, and then you got this is pondering. This is you reaping what you sow. I'm not sure, but basically they're going to keep going with their cults, and they're going to reap what they sow. Kind of like with this budget thing, where Elon stepped out of his lane and didn't clear things with Donald, who should be in charge, and Donald is going to smack Elon down and put him in place. And unfortunately, the Republican congressman didn't deliver for Donald Trump, which is going to make Elon Musk smirk a little bit. That's where this Page of Cups is going to come in here. Look at the next card on the top of the deck is the Tower. There's going to start being a build-up. It's almost like they're like two competing teams keeping score. And this is going to lead to a fallout for them. It's going to be a quick fallout too. And then the trolling on Twitter should be glorious. Twitter's going to be all the Elon Musk fanboys, and Truth Social will have all the Trump fanboys, and then they'll probably start bickering and arguing with each other, pointing fingers as to who's the real alpha gorilla and who's the weak one. So while the rest of us suffer, these guys are just going to be sniping, and their trolls are going to be fighting each other. So if you want to take some joy out of this, it's watching the trolls fighting other trolls. And maybe while they're all doing that, we can all get along peacefully on blue sky and move forward. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. This reading is for entertainment purposes only, but I do hope you find it insightful, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.